good morning, and welcome back to the Kristin Omdahl Show. This is episode 1158, and we are here live in Southwest Florida in my studio. It is a very rainy, dark day here today, and whatever, it's just the weather. If you're joining me live, please say hello. Let me know if you're crafting this morning. Let me know if you had a good weekend. I'll tell you about my weekend too. But I will wait a few minutes for people to pop over from pre-chat and notifications. Hi Judy, good morning. Happy Monday. Baby Bjorn, where are you, sugar? Maybe Baby Bjorn will grace us with his presence today. Hi Steffi and Tina, Sharon, good morning everybody. Happy Monday. I've got some stuff to show you today, including the dress I'm wearing, which, oh my goodness, I'm so in love with this dress. Hi Angela, Carrie, Judy, Donna, Steffi, good morning everybody. So I know I've talked about this a lot over the years, how much I love kaftans and the whole Mrs. Roper vibe from the 1970s show Three's Company. Hi Joe and Diana and Joan. And in an effort to really try to understand the shaping of kaftans before I go into fabric and I really want to do some garment construction with crochet on fabric, to make some really easy patterns that don't require patterns or sewing really, and in an effort to really understand the sizing and shaping of a kaftan, I thought, well, I better buy one and find one that I like, and this is the one that I chose, and I just love it. This is the one I got. I'll share the link from Amazon for you. I absolutely love the print. It's like kind of a zebra print I get, but in turquoise, and turquoise and a little bit of a taupe. And as you can see, it's very large. I might have to stand on the couch to show you how long it is. Let's see, will that work? Can you see how long it is now? It's like not quite ankle length on me. It does have some side slits. I'm wearing a bodysuit under it right now, which you could easily wear a bathing suit under it as well, or you could wear leggings and a camisole as well. Hi, sweetheart, you coming to join us? Come on, sugar. Come on. But isn't it adorable? It is so comfy and beautiful. I love the print. I love the fabric. And when we get around to making it in a linen with crochet on fabric with organic cotton yarn, I think it's going to be out of this world fabulous. But in the meantime, this store-bought one is doing its job for me. I could wear this every day. I love Mrs. Roper so much. I loved her style, and I really love the idea of reinventing Mrs. Roper's style in a more modern look, and that's the goal in whenever I can get around to this next collection. And I will show you some of the behind the scenes today of what I'm doing to begin on that collection. Steffi, I am tall and long-waisted too. Bodysuits have come a long way. I remember years ago I never wore one-piece bathing suits or bodysuits for the same exact reason, and I have to tell you, stretchy fabrics have come a long way. You absolutely could try them again. You could. I can testify to that I felt the same way that you did for many, many years, and stretchy fabrics, especially what do you call it, shapewear, has come a long, long way. Thank you, Donna. You are so sweet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hi, Janet and Donna Curtis and Donna Townsend. D. Taylor, thank you so much. Hi, Antoinette. I think I missed some names. But look who joined us. Sweet baby Bjorn. So a few people have been taking screenshots of when Bjorn takes over the camera and sending it to me on other social media platforms. And oh my God, the screenshots that people have been sending me are so funny. When Bjorn puts his face right in the camera, just adorable. You are the sweetest. He's grunting right now. It's like, it's this space before purring. Sometimes he does little grunts when he breathes. He's letting me hold him on his back while rubbing his belly. You just love it, huh? You just love all the attention. If he only knew that all of you are here with him. Maybe he does, I don't know. Do you know that you have an audience and lots of people that love you? Not just Mama. Lots of people here love you too. Such a sweetheart. I love you so much, baby. What would I do without my baby Bjorn? Okay, you want to get up? Alrighty. You want to go sit on your bed? There you go. I made a little bed for him on the couch here. I took a box and I covered it with like 5 blankets to make it nice and cozy. Okay, well, don't sit on the laptop. That won't do us any good. And this is a bag. Yes, I know. I have some stuff to show everybody today. Yeah. Here, you can sit here right in front of me. Hi, Chantel. Good morning. All right, was anybody crafting this weekend? Has anybody been knitting or crocheting? I did not do any crocheting this weekend. I actually was very busy catering most of the weekend, but in the few moments that I did have to be crafty and creative, I have been working on my knit project. I am still on, I think it's going to be a vest still, and I'm doing a stitch sampler, but this is the first half of it. So you saw it from behind before. We had started here with a provisional cast on, and then I worked this way and bound off there. So now I've picked up my provisional cast on to work the second half of it. So this is actually going to be worn this way. This is one half of the front and back. And so what I've done now, hopefully you can hear me over the rain. Can you hear how loud the rain is in an RV? Because of the metal roof, the flat metal roof. Rain is really loud here, which is kind of cool though. Can you hear the rain? Carrie Mate just finished the aqua cowl. Awesome. That's such a fun stitch pattern. Such a fun knit stitch pattern. How old is baby Bjorn now? In May, I believe he'll be 9 or 10 in May. I have to look it up, but it's either 9 or 10 in this May. It's funny, Bjorn, Becker, and Marlin all have May birthdays. And yes, we always do birthday parties, don't we, sweetheart? Thank you, Steffi. I love aqua. I love aquas, pinks, and purples. And like periwinkle purples, too. I don't know, you know I love color. But I only love like one half of the color wheel. I like the spring summer colors. I'm not big, or what is it? I don't like fall colors, are not my colors. I like fall on trees. I love the colors of leaves and things, but fall colors are not colors that I enjoy wearing. Okay, the AC went off, so now it's just the rain. Can you hear the rain on the roof? It's really a different sound if you've never been in a metal thing with a flat metal roof. It really is a cool sound. If you've never been indoors with a flat metal roof, that's what I mean, during the rain. Oh, now we got a purring baby kitty. Yeah, it's a good boy. All right, where were we? What were we talking about? Yeah, it's not even raining that hard right now, and it's loud. Wait till if it starts raining loud. Oh my goodness, it's so loud. If it starts raining hard, it is so loud, but not in a bad way. It would be it's hard to watch TV or listen to music if it's loud, but otherwise it's fine. I like it. Oh yeah, Tammy, he's been a baby since the day I got him. Now you remember Bjorn and Becker were 2 weeks old and starving to death in a box when they were found in a McDonald's parking lot. And so, and the people that saved them thought that they were even feral. So it was people that do that for a living that took them in. And I was able to adopt them when they were 6 weeks old, I want to say, 6 or 8 weeks old. And they have truly just been behaving like kittens from the day I got them. And to this day, Bjorn still behaves like a kitten. He even nurses at night on me. I have to wear a thick robe or a thick something, a thick furry fabric around my neck at night. He wants to nurse several times a night still, even all these years later. Yeah, Bjorn is definitely helping me with empty nest syndrome. Absolutely. I have not done well with Marlin not living with me this year. It has been extremely painful for me. Can't even say it without tearing up. Anyway, I don't know how I would have gone through my first empty nesting year without Baby Bjorn, especially since Marlon and I didn't move away from each other on purpose. It wasn't the time that we wanted to. It was because of financial problems and the hurricane that I wonder if that made it harder because it wasn't by choice. But yeah, empty nest has been horrible for me this year, especially because it wasn't by choice for either of us. Kelly's taking a break from crochet for hand pain. That is a good idea. It doesn't hurt to knit. Good for you. I'm having trouble with my elbow while I've been knitting this piece, and I've been considering putting it aside to crochet for a while. Honestly, anytime you feel pain, it is your body giving you a message. You should never ignore your body giving you pain. And it's always a good idea to take a break from things. Mind you, I did a lot of catering this weekend, so during all of those catering events I obviously took a break from knitting as well, which reminds me I've got another project to show you today that I've been working on, and I'm actually proud of myself, which I don't like to say very often, but I am proud of myself for something I'm going to show you today, and we'll get there. That's a good boy. That's my good boy. All right, I want to hear from you guys first. So anybody else been crafting this weekend? Anybody else do any self-care? Anybody else do anything special, exciting, or fun? Love to hear from everybody. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Thea. Hi, Tammy. I think I've missed quite a few. Eve, good morning. Chantel. Okay, I might be caught up on names. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. It certainly wasn't intentional, just because I start chatting. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. All right, so Joe visited family in Oklahoma. Wonderful. Eve finished a green marlin hat. It is a great hat pattern. I love that hat pattern. It almost has like a faux cable vibe to it. Very pretty and easy. Donna's making a shoulder bag, a crocheted shoulder bag. That's awesome too. La Schema, hi, welcome. Yay! Knitting and crochet has saved her sanity during bad times. I'm so happy to hear that, and you love my videos. Thank you so much. Very happy to have you here. I hope I pronounced your name right. Tammy, your brother was visiting from Brooklyn, and you still managed to start an Afghan. Very nice. One of the things that I've been thinking about in the back of my mind, nothing that I'm ready to start designing now, is to take some of my hand-drawn drawings or some of my artwork and pixelate it to do corner-to-corner projects. Wouldn't it be fun to do a corner-to-corner Afghan or maybe Rwanda or something with a pixelated flower or something? I think that might be kind of cool, like a large-scale photo. A large-scale design of a flower or something. If you guys have any, or a mandala, or I don't know, something. I'm seeing a large-scale graphic in the back of my head, and I haven't decided how I want to do that yet. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Donna. Donna and I are both agreeing, whoever said crocheting can certainly help you through bad times. Knitting too. Crafting, being creative in general, which should be my segue to show you what I've been working on. You might have seen last week when I posted on social media that I was excited about having an excuse to go buy new office supplies. I don't even call them office supplies. I kind of call them school supplies. And wait till you see what I found. I went to Staples because that was the closest store, and it was on the way to the laundromat. Yeah, I know, 50 years old and still going to the laundromat. Sometimes it bums me out that I don't have my own washing machine anymore, but what are you going to do? You just got to roll with it, you know? Life doesn't always turn out the way you want, and you just have to roll with it, because you know what? The other part of that is that life's full of changes, and nothing stays the same. I am cozy, Carrie, especially in my beautiful kaftan. I feel luxurious in a kaftan for some reason. I feel like I should be on a yacht somewhere when I wear this, and I know that sounds silly, but nothing wrong with feeling happy for any reason, right? Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, let me show you my school supplies first. So I was on a mission to buy mechanical pencils, super fine markers, and or markers, pens, whatever, and then thicker pens. So I found these mechanical pencils that came in multiple metallics. Like, hello, were these made for me or what? You've got everything from a pewter to a silver, a regular gold, champagne gold, and rose gold, and they're mechanical pencils. I was like, these were made for me. I couldn't pull them off the shelf fast enough. I was so excited for that set. Aren't they gorgeous? If you're a metallic lover like me, especially multiple shades of metallics, how exciting is this set of colored pencils? Oh, and if you're a mechanical pencil fan like me. Okay, and then the next thing I bought, I couldn't find micron pens, which are probably considered the artsy version of pens because they're super, super fine. But Sharpie came out with a set of super fine needlepoint sharp pens, and these are very similar to micron pens, so they're actually doing the trick, and I'm very happy with them. So that was a good purchase too. And then, you know, I'm a Sharpie lover. I've been buying Sharpie pens. Oh gosh, I probably lost count. There's no way I could even count how many times I've bought Sharpie pens. It's what I like to draw with. It's what I like to do all of my hand-drawn artwork with. I have bought so many sets over the years. It's also what I like to autograph books with. So, and I have autographed so many books in my career that I have watched my pens wear out in hours and days, not weeks and months, because of how many autographs I've had to sign and how many personalizations I've done inside books. What a cool experience is that? Like, that will never get old to me. When I'm 90 years old, God willing, I will sit in my rocking chair and remember sitting in a booth in trade shows and seeing a line wrap around the corner of people waiting for me to autograph their books. That will always be a special memory to me, and always remembering that I had to bring multiple Sharpies with me because my Sharpies would run out. Like, yeah, that's awesome. Hi Edna, good morning. So anyway, while I was at the store, I wanted to get a pen thicker than this in case I needed to do any type of other line work that involved some thicker lines. You never know. Even to add variety into my artwork. So I found these. They're two-sided. There's the thin Sharpie on the one side and the thicker Sharpie on the other, which I thought was actually a great value since I'm getting two pens by only buying one. So this is everything that I bought the other day. Okay, and then I bought a sketch pad, which, yes, do I have sketch pads already? Of course I do. But for this particular application, I didn't want paper that had texture to it, so I wanted to get something that was super smooth, and I didn't need it to be big because the type of artwork that I'm doing is going to be a combination of hand-drawn and then uploaded to my computer to finish the designs in Adobe Illustrator, and I'll get to that later. So something small where I could do one motif on each page, or two or three or whatever, was fine. I'm not doing a whole pattern on each page. And so the picture that you may have seen in social media is where I always like to start my first page in a notebook with testing out all of my drawing supplies. So I found an inspirational quote that I thought was appropriate to how I was feeling that day, and I wrote it in the pencil, the micron pen, and then both versions of the Sharpie. And it says, "Each sunrise brings a new day filled with new hope for a new beginning." What a great thing to write in the beginning of a new notebook for the beginning of a new project, right? And so I was testing out all four of those pencils and pens that I just showed you on that first page to get a feel for them. How smooth are they writing? Are there any angles where I feel like they get hooked, caught up where the line isn't continuous? And I found that all four pens worked awesome on the page. Oh, and then the next thing I wanted to see is how much each one of them bled through. Like, how will I need to put something in between the pages, or account for a crap page afterwards, meaning something that there's ink that goes through, which means it wouldn't be a page that I would want to use for artwork on the next page. So lots of things you need to figure out when you start drawing a new project. Anyway, anyways, and you know how thorough I like to be, so I want to make sure I know what to expect from the get-go. So I found the pencils worked great. The Micron pen was better than I thought it was going to be. I thought going that thin was going to be tough, but it wasn't. Then the thin Sharpie and the thicker Sharpie are both pens that I'm really familiar with and love to draw with anyway, so they were fine. However, the thicker Sharpie pens did bleed through to the second page. So all things that I wanted to have, that I wanted to know. Let's see. Tammy did see the post. Yeah. Joe, I don't know what nickname Edna gave you. Hi, Georgina. Does the dress Ruana I'm wearing have pockets? No, it does not. And Carrie, I gotta say, that's a good thing. I do not like it when loose, flowy fabrics have pockets. It's certainly not the side seam pockets. They always add bulk at the hip area, and I find them extremely not figure flattering. So this one does not, but it has those types of seams that are inside. See how the two pieces of fabric are sewn on the inside there where you have this little flap here? It has that type of detailing. And then, like I said earlier, it does have a side slit. Oh, that's my bodysuit. Sorry about that. Don't want to offend anybody with showing too much leg. Somebody will be offended, but it won't be intentionally. Whatever. Somebody will be mad at me anyway today. Yeah, most of the pockets on loose or unstructured fabrics are very unfigure flattering, so I prefer things without pockets. Thank you, Edna. If you follow the link to see where I got this on Amazon, it comes in a ton of prints too. Like if you don't like, I think this was the prettiest one for me. This one spoke to me, but it came in, I want to say 20 other prints. Let me look. I think I still have it open. 1, 5, 10, yeah, 20 prints. No, it comes with 33 options. There's 33 color and print options. Like, wow. Almost justifies buying a second one, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stay disciplined here because I bought this twofold. Number one, I wanted it, but number two, I wanted to study it because my goal here, and this ties into the fabric frequency thing we talked about recently too. I want to design a new fabric collection with my hand-drawn artwork, hence the new school supplies, because I really want to create some garments where we take pieces of fabric, not fancy patterns where you have to cut out a bunch of shapes, but simple patterns where we're going to crochet around the edge of the fabric to then join them together like motifs to create garments out of fabric with crochet edging that don't require sewing and don't require the time needed to crochet the whole fabric either. And I think they're going to be fabulous. One of the things that I want to make is a kaftan. Another thing that I want to make is a pair of drawstring pants, pair of drawstring shorts maybe, and maybe some tops. Oh yeah, we have a crochet along video today. Thank you, Judy. I have been working all weekend and my brain's not functioning at 100% yet today, so my apologies for that. Judy has a great reminder. We have the part 2 of the Wren crochet along video that starts at 10:30 this morning. So I will need to move quickly here and wrap it up because we've got 7 minutes till that starts. So if you want to click that link that Judy just shared in the live chat, it'll open up a new browser window for you, so you'll be all set and ready to go when 10:30 rolls around, and I'll be in the live stream chat there. So next, I want to do a fabric collection, and we can get into this another day. A fabric collection, to be cohesive, has to have some very structured elements and varieties to it. So something called the hero pattern. As you know, I've done many fabric collections over the years. There's a few my goal is to do like 10 or 12 fabrics for the collection, and so you want to start with a couple of hero fabrics, then a couple of supporting fabrics, and then some, which will be like pulling some of the elements from the hero patterns to do like medium sized patterns, and then some of the smallest elements to do a few extra patterns, so that it's great for quilting, great for sewing projects, and great for home deck too, and patchwork and things like that, where you can mix and match them. But then there's always reasons for wanting to use a different scale of a print for variety of projects too, and we'll get into that down the road as well. Tammy, maybe you'll want to make one of the projects that we're going to be talking about in the upcoming weeks and months with your new hand-dyed fabric. That's awesome. So one of the things that I want to do is start drawing some flowers. And I started with a peony, and I thought you might like to see my first drawings of the peony. So when I decide to start on a flower, then I need to figure out how to draw the flower in multiple varieties. Straight on the side, overhead shot, a bud, something fully open, something that maybe is really ripe, right? So I drew the peony 5 times already, and I haven't gotten around to doing the buds yet. And then I'll do this for a couple other flowers and try to see where my heart falls, or where my heart focuses, before figuring out which flower might be the main hero print for the project. So anyway, here are the first 2 that I drew. I started them in pencil, and then I moved on to my Micron pen, and I did not do these in the thicker Sharpies yet, but this was the original one. Here's the second one. Not sold on the leaves yet. I do love the way the flowers turned out, but not the leaves so far. And then I'll show you, I did 3 more varieties, showing them in different angles and in a different scale here. See how they're going in different directions now? We've got little fold overs here, so where the petals fold in on themselves. So that's what I have so far. I need to do a couple of buds and really make a decision about. Yeah, you did just get a love brush from Baby Bjorn. He's always doing things, whether it's obvious on camera or subliminal or subtle. He's always here, right? So I've done 5 versions of the flower so far, and I like all of them. I need to figure out the leaves, and I need to get some more varieties of the flower, because the more variety you can get in a print, I actually think it looks more natural and more organic. So that's where I'm going with this. And then I may end up doing a couple other flowers. Thanks, Carrie. I love how they turned out. So I actually drew these while I was sitting at the laundromat the other day. Yeah. So talk about turning lemons into lemonade. I was feeling sorry for myself that I'm sitting at a laundromat at 50 years old, and ended up drawing some of the prettiest peonies. And I ended up having such an amazing hour and a half or 2 hours or whatever it was there. I'm not sharing this for you to feel sorry for me. I'm sharing this to remind you that you can always turn turn lemons into lemonade if you're open and willing to, because I ended up having an amazing day that day, even though it started with me feeling sorry for myself. So I like sharing those kinds of stories with you guys, because we're always more alike than we are different. No matter what people try to tell us, we're more alike than we are different. Oh, that's Baby Bjorn typing right now. So sorry about that. He put his head on the keyboard. Sweetheart, you're not allowed to touch the keyboard. Thank you, Carrie. Yeah, I'm proud of these. I'm proud of these. I don't like to say that very often, but I'm proud of them. Oh, which reminds me, the reason why I bought this pad with the smooth paper, I didn't want the texture to get pulled when I take photos of these to upload them to my computer. And if you like, I will share my process of how I take the photos, how I clean them up in Illustrator, and how I turn this not only into a pattern on my computer, but how I turn it into a repeating pattern. There's some really interesting math that goes into not only creating a design on the computer, but figuring out the math so that whatever you create can be multiplied and have a smooth, seamless transition to make it as big as you want. Seamless patterning is quite a skill that involves a little bit of math, but that means I love it. Always lemonade, Tammy, unless it's limeade. I think limeade's my favorite now. I've been buying and making limeade for a while, and oh my God, is it better than lemonade. If you want, I can share a recipe with you, because my goodness, I have fallen in love with this drink, and I can't get enough of it. And I'm not a huge lemonade fan, drink-wise, quote-wise for sure. Okay, Carrie, I'll share the process. Not a problem. All right, we've got 2 minutes, so we should probably think about heading on over to the crochet along. I hope you'll join me. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes with me and with Baby Bjorn. Who's a sweet sugar, huh? Such a sweet baby. Oh, and if you like spicy things, I make a spicy limeade with jalapenos that's out of this world too. So if you'd like, I can share that with you too. Okay, let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I hope you can join me in a minute at the Ren Crochet Along video part 2. And other than that, I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. You ready to say bye-bye? Bye. Bye-bye from Baby Bjorn.